Oh my god. This Hi, it's Alexis. Apparently I was having this whole rant and my phone wasn't recording. Ah, so let's do this again. So basically I haven't been posting this past week because I just moved from New York to Boston on Monday and right now my life is really hectic and stressful. My room, like, I'm not even really unpacked it yet, and the person who was subletting my room left a really big mess. I was so disgusted, just like, and then he apparently called to apologize, because he's friends with one of my roommates, and I'm like, he doesn't mean that. Like, he knew what, like, the room was perfectly clean when I gave it to him. I came back to pick up my cat in January, and I cleaned up my closet. Like, I left my room a bit of a mess when I left because I left in a hurry. But when I came back in January, around like after New Year's Eve, I came back and I cleaned out all my drawers. I cleaned up my closet. I cleaned up the bed. I put on new sheets. I made sure all my stuff was packed away. I mopped and I swept and I mopped and everything was spotless. There was no dust, nothing. And I come back and there's full of garbage and it was just very disgusting. And I mean, dude, you're like 25, 26. Like, I don't care if you're a student. I don't care if you have like issues, or I don't care anything about that. If you come into the house and it's clean and someone's letting you, like, I don't care. Like, so what if you're paying for it? I'm still letting you use my room and letting you use my stuff. You should at least leave it as close to clean as it was when I left. So not piss me off. And then my roommates are pissing me off right now, just because not only, like, my room wasn't their responsibility, like, whatever, but the rest of the apartment was just disgusting. There were piles of dirty dishes. Like, the bathroom was moldy. Like, when we first moved in, it was very moldy. And then I spent 2 days cleaning off all the mold in the bathroom. And then since I was living here from September to like December, there was absolutely no mold because I, remember to like clean it down and then things like that. And it came back, all the mold that I cleaned off in September grew back. So yesterday I cleaned up the bathroom, I cleaned up the tub, cleaned up the mold. Today I cleaned out the kitchen. And then what really annoys me is that on Monday when my parents dropped me off, it was really messy, and it was just like, I was so embarrassed for my parents to see that. And my mom was so nice. She like washed up the dishes that were in the sink, and she just cleaned around the sink. She's like, yeah, I'll just help you out before I leave. So she did that. And then the dishes just went back, and it's like these few days I haven't really eaten at home because I've been meeting up with friends and eating out, so these dishes aren't mine. But I was like, okay, well, I'll just give the whole apartment just a nice, like, once over just to be clean and all that other stuff. And so today I did the kitchen. I washed all the dishes. I took out whatever garbage that was left and mopped the floor and swept. And then I just, like, went and planted my plants just, like, to calm down and relax a bit. And then also, my roommate, she's also very passive-aggressive. There's, like, soil in my throat. Okay. My roommates are also very passive-aggressive. I've never exactly noticed that when I first moved in with them, but it wasn't until, like, going home and then coming back and then seeing how passive-aggressive they are, because my parents, they're very straightforward people, and also, like, my sisters are, but mostly my parents, because I've been with my parents the past, like, 4 or 5 months. And if there's a problem, they'll address it. They'll be like, hey, like, they'll be really direct. And then last night, in New York, I think our garbage night is Friday. We take out the garbage Friday night or Thursday night. But in Boston, our garbage pickup day is Thursday. But I forgot that because I was in New York for 5 months. So the garbage that was, like, in my room that the person before me left, it was just, like, in the trash receptacle in the kitchen. So there was, like, extra garbage. And my roommate, I was with my friend, he's like, hey, Lex, like, since you came back, there's been a, like, surge of more garbage. Like, how is that? Like, don't do that shit. Just like come to me like, hey, tonight was garbage night and Stephanie and I took out the garbage. Can you please take out the extra garbage that you put there? Like that would have been fine. Like I wouldn't have had a problem with that because I got home late and I honestly did not know it was garbage day. So, if you just said that, it would have been fine, but you don't have to be passive aggressive, and then that just really irks me, and it's just like come out and say it. And I was like, well, yeah, there has been more garbage since I came back because the person who was in my room just left a whole bunch of garbage, so, I have to throw that out. And then they got a new cat. So in January when I took Lent, they got a kitten, and I was like okay with that. Like 2 cats are fine. And then they also already had a bunny, but like 2 or 3 weeks ago they gave away the bunny because they said that they didn't have enough time to take care of it because a bunny needs to be out of its cage at least like 10 hours a day. So since I wasn't home, no one was really home to let him out of his cage and also I guess to feed him on time. The bunny wasn't happy and he didn't get really along with the kitten. So they gave the bunny away. And then on Tuesday after I got back, they got another cat. And it's just like, you guys don't have time to take care of these animals. Who's going to take care of all these animals? I'm not going to be like left to take care of all these animals. You guys probably think I have all this free time, but it's like, no, I don't. It's just like this week I don't have work because my job doesn't start until next week, so I decided to come a week earlier to like deal with my room and just like move myself in and just like be settled. And they don't come home until like 7 or 8 sometimes, or maybe a little earlier, and it's just like, why would you do that to these animals? Just because cats, they're pretty, they can take care of themselves pretty much. Like that doesn't mean that they deserve to be locked up in an apartment, actually locked up in different rooms because none of the cats are getting along because they all just kind of threw them together one day, and it's like that doesn't work. They need time to adjust to each other. So it's just like 2 cats was okay, but like 3 cats and then they're never home. It's just like I don't want to be stuck taking care of all these animals. Like Lent is my responsibility, and like when they had Fitzy the bunny, they never got home on time because I got home earlier because like my cat's class schedule, I finished pretty early in the day. I got home like maybe some days like around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I was able to, it was left on me to like let Fitzy out of his cage and to feed him his dinner and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I have my cat to take care of, and I just don't want to be stuck with more responsibilities that will stress me out. Like, I have lots of pets at home because, when I'm home, me and my mom take care of it, and my mom, she's a housewife, so she works like part-time, so she has time to take care of all of our pets, and my dad sometimes helps out. Like, it's a family effort, and we also have the space. We have outside and stuff, so that's why at home I have a lot of pets. But here, 1 cat is fine. And then also to piss me off too is Zach in September, or I think it was October, I was considering getting another kitten from a shelter, and I asked them, and then they were both like, no, we can't have more than 1 cat here because our allergies are like so bad, blah, blah, blah. And then now there's 3, and it's like, and we have to pay extra on our rent now. We have to pay extra, I guess, $50 each because our landlord said to have like 3 cats, you have to pay extra $100, and plus we have to have a cleaning lady come in every like once a month, so that's extra $50. So I like talked to my mom today about just like, because I was just really stressed out. Like I can't handle living in a messy apartment, and I can't handle lazy roommates. Like I know you have work, but if you at least just clean up a little bit every day, it doesn't have to be like a cold clean. Like, okay, like in the tub, when you're done showering, spray it with some Tilex. That will help keep it clean. When you use a dish, just wash it as soon as you're done, and like put it away. And like me personally, like sometimes I can get pretty messy, but I keep my mess contained to my room. So it's just annoying. And then I was talking to my mom today, and she said that if anything, I can bring my cat back home. And I'd be like, okay, then that means that I won't be paying the extra $50 on my rent because, I don't have a cat anymore. So I'm just, like, I don't want to do that, but if things get, like, a bit too crazy, then I'll probably do that. And also I would probably find another apartment, which I kind of don't want to do because my rent is pretty cheap here. It's $500 a month. But, if it gets to the point where I can't just, like, handle the uncleanliness and the passive aggressiveness in this apartment, then I would do that. But I don't know yet. It's just annoying, and maybe we'll get better after this week, because this week is just, like, really stressful for me, just, like, moving in, figuring out my working schedule, and then I have jury duty next week, and then I also start work next week, so I'm also looking for a part-time job. So it's just, like, I'm trying to figure everything out right now, so maybe I'm just overreacting, but I don't know, it's just too much. All I know is that I hope to become wealthy enough that I can just, like, live alone. Because then it'll be like, okay, if these dishes aren't washed, it's my fault. If the cat isn't fed, it's my fault. Like, I will be held accountable for anything that goes wrong. So hopefully one day I'll be able to live alone, and it will be fun and wonderful, and yeah. It's just tiring. But I got to see my friend Isabel. She spent 2 nights here because she can't move into her apartment until Monday. She spent 2 nights here, and then she's going to spend another 2 nights or 3 nights at another friend's place. So it's cool. She brought me some really awesome gifts. I'm wearing one. Actually, it kind of rubbed off because I put it early on this morning, and then I also ate some stuff. But it's just like this color-changing Moroccan lipstick. I just ordered a whole bunch off of eBay. It's amazing. It actually, like, it lasts so long. It lasts all day, like, up to 7 hours, like, basically all day for me. And it doesn't break me out. It's really smooth, and it's just like a lip balm and lipstick in one. And it just changes color to match your skin tone. I don't know how it works, but it works. Like, on me, it's like this really awesome, like, if I put on, like, one swipe, it'll be, like, this nice, like, dark pink, and if I put on more, it'll get darker and, like, a bit more purpley, and it just looks, like, perfect on my skin. And on my friend Isabel, it's, like, this really light pink, and I'm just like, like, what is this technology? Apparently, it's been around since, like, the 1950s or something, but it's a really awesome lipstick. And she also got me a fez from Fez. Let me find it. My fez from Fez. Crazy, right? And then she got me some Moroccan argan oil soap. It smells pretty good. I'm going to try it out. Apparently you can also use it on your hair, so I'll try that out too. And she got me this cool plate, but it has, like, stuff on it right now. It's like a catch-all plate, but it's really, I love my presents, so thank you, Isabel, for the presents, and thank you for, like, having our little sleepover. It was really fun. She basically just watched me sleep a lot. So I think I'm going to take a nap now. It's, like, it's close to 5, so I just fed Mint, so I'm going to, like, take a nap, and then wake up and just, like, unpack and, like, get my bedroom all nice and clean. Well, I'll see you guys around. Bye.